Netflix has just pulled the most savage power move on Harry and Meghan, and they're calling it a renewal. But here's the plot twist that'll make you choke on your Earl Grey. It's actually a downgrade disguised as a win. I'm talking about a deal so diplomatically brutal, it makes the royal family's passive-aggressive Christmas cards look warm and fuzzy. So grab your finest china because we're about to spill the hottest tea of 2025. Welcome back to Royal Cookies, where we serve up the juiciest royal gossip with a side of heart-wrenching humanity. Please remember to subscribe and click on the notifications bell icon, so you will be notified whenever we upload new cookies about the British royal family. So picture this, it's August 2025, Harry and Meghan are probably sipping their morning oat milk lattes in Montecito, feeling pretty chuffed about their Netflix extension announcement. The headlines scream deal extended. But hold on to your tiaras, because when you peek behind the royal curtain, this extension is about as generous as King Charles giving you exact change for a cup of coffee. You see, our favorite royal rebels just got Netflixed, and by that, I mean they got the corporate equivalent of being told we still like you, but maybe we should just be friends. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have gone from having an overall deal, think all-you-can-eat Netflix buffet, to a first-look deal, which is basically Netflix saying show us what you've got, and we'll decide if we're hungry. Right. Let's decode this royal riddle, shall we? Because Netflix just pulled off the entertainment industry equivalent of giving someone a consolation prize and calling it a promotion. Here's the tea. Netflix has extended its partnership with Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, but this time as a first-look deal, not an overall deal, like the Obamas. Now, before you start thinking, oh, they're in the same league as Barack and Michelle, pump the brakes. The Obamas got downgraded too, which means Netflix is basically Marie Kondoing their celebrity partnerships. If you don't spark immediate joy and massive viewer numbers, you get the corporate thank you next treatment. Think of it like this. Their original deal was like having a platinum credit card with no spending limit. Netflix basically said, make whatever you want, we trust you completely. But this new first-look deal? That's more like having to ask your parents for pocket money every time you want to buy something. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex are continuing their Netflix partnership with a new deal, albeit one that is less robust than their original one. And here's where it gets juicier than a Wimbledon strawberry. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex signed a new contract with the streaming service as their current one ends in September. That timing? Asterisk chef's kiss asterisk. Because Netflix basically waited until the last possible moment to decide whether to keep them around. It's giving we need to think about this relationship energy. Now here's where our California royals are showing their true colors. And it's not all sunshine and avocado toast. Harry and Meghan still have several other creative projects with Netflix, but sources are whispering about the ONE thing they're absolutely refusing to touch, and it's causing more drama than a Real Housewives reunion. Word on the Hollywood street is that Netflix has been dropping hints about wanting more personal content. You know, the kind of behind-the-scenes royal family drama that had everyone and their nan glued to their screens during the Harry and Meghan documentary. But apparently, our Duke and Duchess have drawn a line in the Malibu sand. It's like Netflix is that friend who keeps asking you to spill more gossip about your ex. And Harry and Meghan are sitting there like, we've already given you the good stuff. What more do you want? Meanwhile, Netflix executives are probably thinking we gave you millions for royal family tea, not a cooking show and a polo documentary. And speaking of those projects, let's just say the viewing numbers have been more mixed than a British summer. Some hits, some misses, and a whole lot of well, that was interesting. It's giving very much we thought we were getting The Crown, but we got a different kind of reality show vibes. Plot twist alert. This downgrade might actually be Netflix playing 4D chess while everyone else is playing checkers. While it appears like a negative downgrade on first pass, that's akin to reading only headlines versus the fine print, says branding expert Doug Eldridge, and honestly, he might be onto something. Think about it like this. Netflix is basically saying prove it. Instead of throwing money at Harry and Meghan like confetti at a royal wedding, they're making them earn each project. It's like going from a trust fund to a performance-based allowance. Suddenly, every idea has to actually be good. And let's be brutally honest. This puts Harry and Meghan in the same category as the Obamas, who, last time I checked, are still pretty successful human beings. Netflix isn't kicking them out of the cool kids club. They're just changing the membership terms. Plus, here's a little Hollywood insider secret. First-look deals can actually be more prestigious because they mean the platform trusts your creative judgment enough to see your ideas first. It's like being Netflix's royal advisors instead of their court jesters. But the real genius move? This deal structure forces quality over quantity. No more let's make a documentary about Harry's morning routine because we can. Now it's let's make content so good that Netflix fights other platforms to get it. Now, you know I can't talk about Harry and Meghan making moves without mentioning how this is probably playing out behind palace doors. Because while Netflix is playing corporate chess, the royal family is probably watching this unfold like it's the most entertaining reality show they've never been invited to join. Picture King Charles getting his morning briefing. Your Majesty, Harry and Meghan's Netflix deal has been restructured. Charles probably just raises an eyebrow and mutters something about how back in his day, royal deals were made with a handshake and a cup of tea. Meanwhile, William is probably thinking first you leave the royal duties. Now you're getting corporate restructuring? Welcome to real-world consequences, brother. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I want to know if you're Team Sophie or if you think I'm seeing green where there's just good fashion sense. If you're obsessed with royal strategy and environmental impact like I am, make sure you're subscribed to Royal Cookies because we're serving up the most sustainable royal content on YouTube. And remember, in a world full of fast fashion and royal scandals, sometimes the most revolutionary thing you can do is wear your values on your sleeve, preferably in a gorgeous shade of green. Sophie's proving that environmental activism isn't just about what you do, it's about who you become. Until next time, keep munching on those eco-friendly royal cookies.